This is Mr. Gresham's room. Back then, the men and women had their own rooms, so this was his very own room. Here's his sink where he shaved. Picture of his wife. Look at this bed. Fireplace. I'm sure Mrs. Grisham made that, whatever that is up there. Looks like a pillowcase. This beautiful fireplace. Look at these. Here's a view of outside. There's the old Sacred Heart Church. I guess this is Mr. Grisham when he was young. Look at this beautiful lighting fixture. There's Mrs. Grisham. All this furniture you're seeing is original to the house. The house is not full of furniture. They took out all the pieces that weren't original. But every one you see in here is original to either the Greshams or the bishop. Now we're going into Mrs. Gresham's room. Like I said, back then, the ladies and the men had their own rooms. So there was probably a lot of babies had right here in this bed delivered. And that's the daughters. Here's her dresser. They didn't have no electricity back then, no air conditioners, no fans. So it was really hot in the summertime here. Look at this old chair. Look at the view. They would open up these doors right here, let wind blow through, and they'd walk out there and sit. Here's the Sacred Heart Church that was leveled back in the 1800 Great Storm. It's completely rebuilt now. There's a fireplace. Look at these light fixtures. Aren't these gorgeous? Here's a painting of Mrs. Grisham. I don't know what this is. I think probably to hold coal or something. Here's her basin sink. Here's the bathroom. This was the ladies' and the daughters' bathroom. The mother and daughter's bathroom. And right here's where they had rainwater to wash their hair. Here's the commode. I guess this was like a kitchen area or a place to eat. A fireplace. All this stuff Mrs. Gresham hand painted. She hand painted this china. Look at this beautiful stuff. This is the men's and the boys' bathroom. the boys' bedrooms was upstairs. You're not allowed to go up there. But I heard there's nothing up there but storage. There's no furniture or anything. There's the stairway that leads up there. This used to be the old elevator. It's not working anymore. Here's the stairs. Let me take you to the rest of the house now. More artwork that Mrs. Gresham did. Imagine that's one of her daughters. And that might be too. This used to be one of the daughters' rooms, but when the bishop moved in, he turned it into his temple. This is where he came to pray and worship and everything he needed to do. Mother Mary, Jesus. Look at all this pretty stained glass. Real pretty mural. Statue of Jesus. This is all original to the bishop's palace. And then this is the bishop that lived here. Look at this beautiful staircase and entranceway. There's my husband over there asleep. He's taking a nap while I venture. Guess that's one of their sons, the Greshams. Anyway, there's that beautiful wind around staircase. All this is hand carved wood, imported from other countries. This is the bishop's room right here. Looks like somebody sat on his bed and broke it. He had a little bitty bed. There's the bishop's bathroom. It was upgraded for him just before he passed away. So it looks a little newer than the rest of the house. And that's it. That's all of the second floor.